I was watching this debate of Wimo in which the topic was is can Quran be a proof for existence of God? And I can tell you one thing that the tactics which we use to debate atheists, the strategy which we use to debate atheists is not right. And first of all, it should not be strategy in the first place. We should, whenever we talk to someone about God, we should actually share why do we believe in God rather than providing external validation for God, because whatever external validation you will provide for God, that will not be enough, and that will be debunked very easily. Also, I would like to point out that you don't need to reach atheist and provide with them evidence of God. Rather, you should make your own YouTube channel, or uh, anything, any platform in which you should rather than trying to convince an atheist by going to his platform, what you should do is to create your own platform, and then you provide reasons that why people should believe in God. And one of the reasons, amongst millions of the reason, is that all the religions which are present right here, all the scriptures, religious scriptures present uh, in the world, actually proves the existence of God. Now, here is the twist. The twist is that whenever a Muslim is saying this, he will say, okay, do you believe in Vedas, and do you believe in Bible, because you are a Muslim. And suppose if you are a Muslim, if you would have born in a Hindu family, or let's say Christian family, you would be saying this about your about your religion as well. So for example, if you are Muslim, now you are supporting the Quran. And suppose if you are born in a Christian family, you would have been supporting the Bible. And I completely agree with Vimo. I completely agree with Vimo, and this is where the theist or the Muslim, or any any person who believes in God should be very much cautious of the blunder they are committing. The blunder which they are committing is that sometimes what we do, we satisfy more our ego than our Imam. Fine. First of all, if you are a Muslim, you should understand that God has sent messengers all over the world before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and before Ibrahim, peace be upon him. The messengers and prophets were sent to all over the world. This is what all the nations at that time. So saying that Islam is you can say that Islam is the only true religion, in a sense that every religion around the world has remnant of Islam. Rather, I would say that every religion around the world is actually a fragment which got dissociated from the main religion, which was revealed by God. And then because of sectarianism, like how we have today in Muslims, the sectarianism, these sects ultimately become religion due to its size. Due to its size, it ultimately become a different religion altogether, and they start declaring themselves to be a different religion altogether. Fine. So any person, first of all, what we do wrong is that we say that we are the only person who are right and everyone is wrong. This is the wrong approach. I would rather say that all the religious scriptures around the world that we see today has some basis of truth. Fine. Our job is to find, first of all, the first question should be that does God exist or not. Okay, if I say that if God exists, there are because of all the religious scriptures that are present around the world. So humanity, as far as humanity is there on the earth, they have been following religion. I'm not saying that whether they are right or wrong, but it is a human nature to follow religion, and that we can see from all the religious scriptures and all the religion that are present today. Fine, that is the first step. Second step is to know, see, our job as a truth seeker should be closer to truth, as much truth as possible. So also I would like to say that all the religious scriptures that combined, fine, all of them actually says that God exists, unanimously say that God exists. Some scriptures say that God does not exist. For example, Buddhism, Jainism, they deny the existence of God. Apart from that, every religion actually believes in God. Fine. Now if you want to know the truth, it's your job to find out the truth, that which religion is more closer to God. I'm not saying Islam is, I'm just telling the methodology. Because even within Islam or within the Muslim community, there are sects out there, fine, who say that they are closer, who say that they are the only one who is the saved sect. Fine. So even if you become a Muslim, suppose if you decide tomorrow that Islam is the only religion which is closest to the God, yet the test is has not ended. Now you need to find out which sect of the Muslim, or which interpretation of the Muslim, or rather which uh, group of the Muslim is closer to the truth. So our ultimate journey should move from one to our striving should be that we should be closer to truth as much as possible. Fine. For that, we just need to be more ruthless when identifying the truth. And yes, I agree with the atheist that we should be critical in our approach. Whenever we are, whenever whether the religion which we are born in, or whether it's other religion, especially you should be critical of the religion you are born in. I agree with him 100% that you should be critical of the religion by which you are born in. So once you apply your critical thought in your religion, and suppose your religion does not fulfill the criteria according to you of the critical thinking, then you should leave that religion. Or it may be possible the interpretation of the religion which you are following is wrong. It is quite possible that the interpretation of religion which you are following is wrong, but it is quite possible that the same concept or the same religion can be interpreted in a different way. After all, everyone has a choice to interpret anything. Even if I'm listening to an atheist, I have the choice to critically analyze his point, or I have the choice to dogmatically analyze his point, that oh no, he's an atheist, what he knows uh, about morality or religion. This can be my approach. And secondly, oh, he's an atheist, okay, let's analyze what he's trying to say, let's apply some critical thinking, maybe he's right. So these, everyone has the choice, everyone has this interpretative choice. You cannot blame the religion for the wrong interpretation done by your humans, because everyone, even the ISIS, have the choice to interpret religion in such a way that they are killing the people all around the world, including the Muslims. The people which ISIS have killed the most are the Muslims, who actually disagree with this. So some people had the choice to misinterpret the religion and to kill people around the world. It's like a knife or a gun. Fine, a gun can be used to save a person, and gun can also be used to kill a person. It's like anything, I think anything and everything which is powerful or has an impact can be used positively and negatively. You cannot blame that tool, or you cannot blame that concept. Rather, you should blame the person who is misinterpreting the religion, or whose interpretation does not fall within the critical thinking. Fine. This should be the approach, and this should be how we should deal with the atheist, agnostic, and all over the and you should also apply critical thinking to your own belief. For example, if you are blindly accepting science and saying that only science have evidence and everything else is just dogmatic and bullshit, you yourself is a dogmatic person, I would say, because you are not applying the rule to your own self. Fine. So any religious scriptures can be the evidence for the validity of its own religion. You just need to analyze it, and you just need to see that which religion actually passes the logic or the reason. Or it is quite possible that the interpretation of religion which is followed, or which is popularly followed, is wrong. So you just need a knife so that you can do a surgery on religion. Fine. But the religion itself, around the presence of religion around the world itself proves that the human beings actually have tendency to worship and have a religion. If religion is something which is incompatible with human nature, and it is such a strong indoctrination, why can't we indoctrinate to do and go and just kill people around the world? Why can't we indoctrinate to just go and loot or rape? We cannot indoctrinate people unless uh, all the people all the time. Maybe few people, you can give the example of Hitler or anyone where riots are going on, but only at that moment they can, and especially in the moment of a furry, you can indoctrinate some people. There's a saying that you cannot you can fool some people sometime, you can fool all people sometime, but you cannot fool all people all time. So religion is been present in around all people and in all time. Fine, religion has been present for all people and all time. So all people and all time cannot be fooled according to my logic. Yes, some people I agree, all time I agree, but not all people or all time. So even the religious scriptures, not only Quran, but religious scriptures and the religion which are present around the world actually proves that the human beings have the tendency to fall religion, especially those religion who believes in God. This is a human nature. This is not something which is for a specific group. No, this is not something. And human beings, whether religious or non-religious, can be critical in their approach and can be dogmatic in their approach. It is not a monopoly of an atheist that only an atheist can be a rational and only an atheist can be critical. Fine, because any person who is chest thumping all the time that I am a rational person, welcome to rationality, is doing nothing but boosting his own ego. It is similar to a person who is boasting about his righteousness, that I am such a righteous person, I am such a moral person. And when you repeat it over and over again, the person who is listening to you, even he will say that how come this person is saying that he is how he's so full of himself, how come this person is always talking about his son that he's so much righteous. Similarly, if a person is always saying that he's a rational, he's a critical thinking, if you are a critical thinking, you don't have to shout it to the nation. Fine, if you are a critical thinking, people will take you seriously. Don't worry about it. Don't have an insecurity around it that you feel that it is a need for me to say that I am a logical, I'm a critical, I'm a rational person over and over again. This need actually proves that you are not sure whether you are a rationalist uh, or a logical person. If you are really a rationalist or a logical person, you know it inside. You don't have to shout it and tell it to the whole world. People will see your rationality or your logic rather than self claiming it.